Thank you so much, Gabriela. I'm really pleased to be here and to share this moment with people who are also very committed. I come from Senegal, as you've just said, and like all Senegalese people, I have been lucky enough to receive an education which gives us values of tolerance and accepting other people. In the mornings, I went to a private Catholic school, and in the afternoon, I went to Quranic school when I was a child. After that, I finished my education. I came to France, and I got a master's in political science. And in 2019, while I was working for a Google program, I decided to go back to my country for a vacation. I went back to the neighborhood where I was born. Rufisque is a département in Senegal. It's 20 or 21 kilometers away from Dakar. It's a city on the coast which has many different environmental problems today. There's coastal erosion, which has swallowed up a lot of houses and homes. The soil is also eroding, and that means that there's less and less opportunity. Senegalese youth, which I met with when I went on vacation in 2019, are people who are broken down in many ways. They don't have enough education, they don't have enough support, they don't have enough continuity, they don't have enough employment. And these are the causes and the effects of climate change, which are now coming to roost on top of all of that. And we see a city in the Rufisque département, and that city has been called Airport today. And don't be fooled, there isn't an airport there. The Dakar Airport is in Diamniadio, but Palmier is one of the biggest points of departure for clandestine migration in Senegal. Every week, hundreds of young people get on to very makeshift boats and leave from my department, from Rufisque, to come to Europe just because they don't have enough opportunity and because they're living in horribly precarious circumstances. Today, my presence here is to tell you that it is urgent to act for those young people. No more than 2 weeks ago, 200 young people died at sea. I might have been one of them, because they were born in the same places I was, they went to the same schools that I did, and my conscience and my responsibility today makes me come and ask for action. Very urgent action. We have no more time to lose, so that this climate transition be made an equitable and fair one. Major polluting countries need to be made more aware. Today, they're closing their doors to these young people as if it wasn't possible to act in a more intelligent way, to look for solutions, to bring relevant solutions to bear on these problems, which are largely caused by climate change. That's why I'm here today.
Alors, moi, je vais plutôt rejoindre mes...
So, I'm going to align myself with what my colleagues just said as it relates to this question. I'd like to congratulate them for having created a hub of innovation. We really find ourselves in democratic systems that are failing and that require innovation. And the only people who are able to bring this innovation in our political systems and in our social systems are young people. Unfortunately, there are donors for young people, and these donors have access to these decision-making bodies. However, these institutions are institutions that are unable to deal with the challenges of the day, and even less so the challenges of the future. This is why it's very important. As young people, we cannot allow ourselves to be limited to just advocacy, to forums. We need to ensure that we're in the field. We need to ensure that other young people take ownership of these institutions, to breathe new life into them, to ensure that there is creativity in these institutions. And this will enable us to better manage these challenges, including the crucial challenge of climate change. Well, I would go back to the fact that today in Africa we are affected by the climate crisis. It's not just our lives, our country, our nations, but civilization as a whole. Given the negative implications of climate change, we see what is happening in Africa. We are suffering from coups. We see illegal migration. We have security issues. We see extremism, which is violent, and to do away with this, we need to ensure that we act urgently on these issues. And for this, we need to open up our institutions, and we need to open these institutions to young people so that they can contribute to innovation and creativity, and so that those young people can adapt to the current challenges, and so that they may deal with the future.